CGTN Radio. Hear the difference.
Examine the events that impact and shape China and the rest of the world. This is the Beijing Hour, 1 hour of news and information brought to you every weekday. Now here's your host.
Staying with you on this Wednesday, October the 4th, 2023. You're listening to a special holiday edition of the Beijing Hour, coming to you live from the Chinese capital. On today's program, in a historic vote, Republican Kevin McCarthy is being ousted as Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives. Passenger numbers have surged as Chinese travelers enjoy an extended Mid-Autumn Festival and National Day holiday period. And China has expressed strong opposition to a European anti-subsidy investigation involving Chinese-made new energy vehicles. In the second half of the program, we have more episodes of our Stories of Xi Jinping podcast series. Now checking the day's top stories. U.S. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is being removed from his job in a historic vote. The ouster came after Republican Representative Matt Gaetz earlier forced a vote on a motion to vacate the office of the Speaker. It's the first time in U.S. history that a Speaker of the House has been voted out of office. Edith Tianxian has more.
Well, it's nothing short of chaos playing out in Washington, D.C. right now. This is really a historic political moment to see a U.S. House Speaker removed from leadership this way. Quite an embarrassing moment for McCarthy himself, who spoke soon after the vote, calling it a personal attack by another Republican congressman.
I believe I can continue to fight, maybe in a different manner. I will not run for Speaker again. I'll have the conference pick somebody else. I hope you realize that every day I did the job, regardless whether you underestimated me or not, I wanted to do it with a smile.
It will certainly be a forced smile when his weakness within the party became clear as he tried to negotiate averting a government shutdown just days ago. And his removal now came after just enough Republicans, by the way, only 8 of them, joined all other Democrats to have enough for a majority vote. So that just goes to show the demise of his influence within his own party, but also the separations, the divisions we are seeing right now within the Republican Party itself. Well, right now, Patrick McHenry from North Carolina has taken over as the interim House Speaker, but obviously his role is just to mediate this process until a new Speaker is elected. And obviously the biggest problem right now is to find the right person for this job, the right person who can actually get enough votes, because you might remember how difficult it was for McCarthy himself to collect enough votes. It actually took him a mind-blowing 15 rounds of voting before he could secure enough votes to get into this role. So now we're looking at a situation where it is completely unclear whether Republicans can find any other candidate, really, who can get enough votes to become the House Speaker. And as you know, we know that they have already started their meetings behind closed doors. All evening they've been frantically searching for the new candidate. And this search could actually last for a long time. But the problem is, of course, nothing will move forward in Congress until they actually pick the next House Speaker. And remember that this is all happening because McCarthy himself negotiated a deal with Democrats to avert a government shutdown just temporarily until mid-November. So that means we now only have 45 days to figure out first who the new Speaker will be, but then once again, we have to find out, get enough votes to fund the government, or else we might be heading for yet another government shutdown here in the United States. So certainly this will be a long marathon in the coming week.
That was Edith Tianxian reporting. Well, earlier, political and economic affairs commentator Einar Tangen explained how significant McCarthy's ouster was.
You have 8 right-wing Republicans who put their ideological issues ahead of their party and the people. Coming days just after the bipartisan effort to avert a government shutdown, which was the right thing to do, they are unhappy. Their issues are Ukraine, tax cuts, debt, border, and abortion. In essence, what you have here is the tail trying to wag the dog. A very small group who are very ideological, who refuse to give in. The right-wing Republicans are a minority trying to rule, and deep divisions within the party are threatening everything that's going on. That was just what McCarthy proved. He tried to be responsible in passing this wasn't a budget. This was just more time to create a budget. And he got an immediate kickback from the hardline Freedom Caucus. This means that, in essence, you have a Congress that cannot work together, and I don't think it's a matter of finding a personality who can do this. This is ideological and very hardcore within the Republican Party, but it's threatening the process, the legislative process of the U.S.
That's political and economic affairs commentator Einar Tangen on the U.S. House Speaker's ouster. A 14-year-old boy opened fire inside of a major shopping mall in Bangkok, killing at least 2 people. Police say the suspect was taken into custody less than an hour after the first reported gunshots at the Siam Paragon Mall, one of Bangkok's biggest and most upscale shopping destinations. The Chinese embassy has confirmed that one Chinese national is among the dead and another is injured. Initial investigation suggests the suspect has a mental illness. Martin Lowe has details.
Is the Siam Paragon shopping mall where the shooting took place. It has now reopened to the public, and in fact somebody has just laid some flowers here at the entrance. So although the incident itself is closed, events are still developing. The Bangkok Emergency Medical Center has just announced that the death toll has risen to 3 people. The Thai Ministry of Foreign Affairs previously said 2 people had died. One, a Chinese national, we think a woman holidaymaker, and someone from Myanmar, and at least 5 people wounded, another Chinese person, some from Laos, and 3 Thai people. Now, police have confirmed that the shooter was a 14-year-old Thai schoolboy. Now, he appears to have been using a replica pistol, which had been converted to fire bullets after he was detained by police, and there is security camera footage of him putting up his hands as he was surrounded by armed Thai police officers, getting down on the ground and surrendering without a fight. But his mobile phone was seized. On that, there is evidence that he was texting schoolmates during the shooting, saying that he was killing people. He's clearly now in police custody. He's also being examined by doctors to see if he has any kind of medical condition which might begin to explain this. But at the moment, it seems motiveless. This has happened just a week after Thailand actually scrapped the need for Chinese visitors to obtain visas to come here. But news like this can do nothing other than cause people to stop and think before pursuing a decision to travel here to Thailand at the moment.
That was Martin Lowe reporting. Coming up, surging passenger numbers in China amid the extended Mid-Autumn Festival and National Day holiday.